To be honest, most people just rather be lonely than to deal with the hassle of dating in today's day. Most of us are just not in a place mentally, emotionally, even financially to even deal with a bunch of people, getting to know people over and over again, going through the same cycles over and over again, continuing to start over with someone new over and over again, same questions, same conversations, same outcome seems like these days. Nowadays, with dating apps and social media, there's always something like new and more exciting around the corner, and it seems like people actually care about that. Always looking for the next best thing or the next better thing. And it's almost like people have a fear of missing out, and everybody's afraid to like settle down with somebody, with one person. So they always like worried about, what they're gonna miss out on if they settle. They can't seem to focus and lock in on one person. A lot of the times you don't realize it, but when somebody just randomly stopped talking to you or stopped messing with you, they probably found something more exciting and they wanted that and didn't want you anymore. And there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes when somebody randomly stopped talking to you or they don't talk to you no more and you wondering what happened, they just found something better and they never really wanted you, and you was probably just a placeholder, really. Dating now is like having a part-time job. Like, most people don't have the time or the energy to add it to everything they got going on in their life, especially because it's never simple. It's always like a hassle and a lot to like even try to do or try to start or maintain, because a lot of people are difficult, don't really know what they want, and they out here in these streets and can't seem to focus on one person or not want to be out in the streets. Social media, Hollywood, porn, it really altered the expectations of the general public when it comes to dating and finding a partner in so many ways. The expectations, unrealistic expectations, is just crazy, and it makes things a lot more difficult. And it really changed the general public. Like porn, Hollywood, social media, it really changed what people expect from a partner, what people expect from someone that they want to start a relationship with. And it's a lot of surface level stuff, a lot of materialistic stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not genuine, it's not realistic, and if they are meant to try to keep us from connecting, it's working, because a lot of what people want is just, pretty unrealistic. So it's like we're gonna be searching for that forever and be single forever. I think those generations, the Gen Z and the Millennials, we're gonna be the most single generation ever. It's really messed up psychologically, when you think about it. Like, it's really messed up, the way people's mind works when it comes to what they expect from relationships, what they expect from partners. Like, it's really messed up, and I don't think a lot of people talk about it, and a lot of people like realize like how messed up it is, and like how bad their own expectations probably are, or how unrealistic they are, or how they should probably, change the way they think about love and relationships in the opposite sex. A lot of people who do have those crazy expectations are really the people who honestly have low standards but feel like they deserve the best. And that can make things like very difficult and confusing and just annoying. But, whatever you want and feel like you deserve, I feel like you have to also be that. So if you want the best, I feel like you have to be the best. Whatever version of a person that you want, you got to be that version also. So if you want the best of somebody, you need to be the best version of you. That's why it's good to always work on yourself, always try to improve as a person, always try to be the best version of you. If you want somebody that communicates well, you need to make sure you communicate well. If you want somebody who is emotionally intelligent, you need to work on your emotional intelligence. If you want somebody who's emotionally mature, you need to work on your emotional maturity. If you want somebody who works out, you should probably work out. If you want somebody who reads, you should read. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I feel like you are, that's what you attract, and that's what you're gonna get. And it's kind of unrealistic for you to expect so much more than what you are, so much more than what you accept in your life. And a lot of people will act like victims when you ask them to be, a version of themselves that they're asking of you. Like, a lot of people will act like a victim, like, no, I want you to meet me where I'm at. You're asking for this, this, and this. I want you to also be able to give me those same things. This generation, like, they want things from you that they are not even willing to give you. And that isn't fair at all. And that's very entitled and, like, has a lot of ego behind that. You should want to give somebody the same thing that you want them to give you. It should be very mutual. And if not, you can't expect that to work out for you. Also, social media have gave everyone an unrealistic idea that they just have unlimited options. I think we all have options, but how many of us have options that are actually people who actually value us and want to date us and build a real connection with us and build a partnership for life? How many of us have those options? Even if people say they want to do that with you, some people these days, they just want our bodies, especially if it's on social media. They don't know you enough to want anything real with you. So this illusion of options is not really options. This is people who just want to touch us. You know what I'm saying? The private parts. And I think another issue with this generation is we don't trust each other. We don't believe in each other. We don't even believe in love. Like, nobody believes in it. And nobody is willing to take the risk of opening up. Like, it's always both sides acting like they don't really care who texts who first, who texts who call who first, or who call who more. Let's see who can act the most nonchalant. Let's see who can care less. Let's see who cares more. It's just like a game that I think a lot of people don't want to play and don't want to be a part of. So people are just having sex because it seems like the easiest thing to do. There's no commitment. There's no responsibility. And I think in our generation, that's what most people are doing. People aren't actually connecting. And some people think they're connecting, but they're really just having sex. People are not really mentally, emotionally connecting with each other. I think a lot of people just are scared to open up, scared to let another person in, especially after what they've been through. Maybe you've been cheated on. Maybe you've been manipulated. You've been abused. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, but at the same time, it's like, do we want to be single forever, or do we want to work on ourselves, heal, and be able to accept new love in our lives? Because we all, I would hope, or I think most of us want a family or a partnership for the rest of our life. If you want to be single forever, that's fine. But for those who actually want love and want dating and want relationships, you got to heal, you got to work on yourself. You got to be able to accept new love and new connections in your life. Otherwise, you can never build on something new.